Are you talking? You already revealed your problem, the tendency to mockery. You agree, I suppose, that making fun of each other is a very widespread behavioral manifestation. There are two causes for the production, maintenance, and dissemination of the above behavior. First cause, man, because, as is well known, he is not perfect, has some defect, flaw, deficiency, either in the spirit, in the soul, or in the body. Therefore, when he realizes his deficiency, his defect, he feels at a disadvantage compared to other people. Second reason, man thinks that his fellow human beings who exist around him or far from him live better, are in a better fate because in his eyes they appear to be superior in intelligence, beauty, worldly splendor, money, health, etc. Therefore, the person feels disadvantaged compared to other people, feeling or inferiority complex. Disadvantage means that we lack something that other people have. However, when we lack anything, we feel sadness, dissatisfaction, unhappiness. Therefore, disadvantage, lack, dissatisfaction, misery, permanent lack, permanent dissatisfaction, unhappiness. You agree, I suppose, that the feeling of disadvantage is a constant source of misery for man. The release of this negative emotion occurs unconsciously as follows. You usually utter derogatory descriptions against your fellow human being, for example, stupid, useless, slobbering, pot-bellied, crooked-legged, monstrous whore, etc. So, when you belittle someone, it goes without saying that you are degrading them, making them inferior. So you breathe the air of superiority, flaunt your greatness, and eliminate, even temporarily, the feeling of inferiority that caused you dissatisfaction. The person who feels disadvantaged, the complex person, in order to get rid of his problem, does not belittle, degrade, ridicule, or mock only those he objectively considers superior, but any fellow human being, even those he objectively considers inferior, for example, the mentally retarded, the physically disabled, and generally anyone who presents an obvious physical or mental defect. So you understand that the person in question derives great satisfaction when he mocks, because he neutralizes temporarily, of course, his disadvantage, the lack, the problem that unconsciously tyrannizes him. Perhaps you once stumbled while walking down the steps of your school and landed on the ground. You then noticed that the people around you burst out laughing. They were delighted by this very fact that you were at a disadvantage compared to them. So here is an easy, quick, hassle-free, and inexpensive way to taste joy and satisfaction. So the result of mocking is joy, satisfaction. You understand now, I suppose, why people mock or gossip, and with unceasing frequency. You agree, I suppose, that the problem is not with the person being mocked, but with the mocker. When he mocks, it's like he's shouting his problem. It's like he's trumpeting his problem. It's like hanging a huge signboard, which writes, "I have a disability problem. I'm making fun of you to amuse myself with my problem." G. Athanasia.